Good morning, everybody. We're here in Point Loma in San Diego. Our next trail hike is going to be the Cabrillo National Monument and the area surrounding it. Now this one, it's got a lot of history to it. It's the place where Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo first landed here in San Diego. That was the first time a European has landed over here on this part of the United States. Again, lots of history. There's a monument, there's a trail hike, there's a lighthouse, plenty of stuff to see. So come along with us. Let's go check this out. Okay, folks, we're over here. We got our usual hike partners, Tito and Liz. And there's Mila. We're headed to the visitor center, and then we're gonna go find our route to the hike trails. Okay, we're in luck, folks. We caught one of the ships moving into the bay here. Looks like a fairly new Navy ship. And over there, folks, is the monument. That's a view of the visitor center. So we're starting our trail hike, and it's paved for this first part, so pretty easy, even though it's going a little bit uphill. And there's the old lighthouse, folks. Now this one here was the first lighthouse, and it's been here since 1851, I think. It's now deactivated because what they had found out was it actually sat a little too high. When it's nice and foggy outside, it can't be seen by the ships. So they eventually wound up deactivating this, built a new lighthouse which is lower, and that's what they use now. Well, folks, the trail is still paved, which is nice going down, and it is going down right now. Catching up to the folks here. Later on it might be a chore. Anyway, folks, nice thing about this, take a look at this view. There's the Naval Air Station there. There's our friend in need, the lizard. I guess this guy's just kind of standing by and telling us which way to go. So thanks a lot, lizard. We're gonna head down that way. See you later. And it looks like we're headed towards the gravel part. Starting to make its descent here. Here we go, folks, into the dirt / gravel rocky path. Informational sign, trail closed at 4 p.m. and most importantly, snakes on the path. I don't know. We haven't really seen any snakes the last few trails that we've done. Not that there isn't any, but I think it's not quite warm enough yet for the snakes to come out. So hopefully that's the same case as now, because you know, snakes, like most reptiles, are cold-blooded and they like to bask out in the sun. Hopefully we don't see any. And again, we're here early, folks, but there's a lot of early risers too, using the trail for a jogging path. It's going to be quite challenging going back up. You can see it kind of, not sure if the camera's capturing it correctly, but it kind of goes down at a steady decline right now. So coming back up later, it's going to be a steady incline. Still a little hazy in the background there, but way back there, downtown San Diego. That's the tip of the lighthouse. You can even see it from down here.
Behind me is a searchlight that was used during World War I and World War II. It is 5 foot in diameter light that was 300 million candle power, which is enough to blind a person, and it could be seen up to 35 miles. They used 3 watchmen during the night to guard the harbor from any ships coming into the harbor.
So as Liz mentioned back there, there was a searchlight, and this place, like most places during World War II, there are some military installation parts of this base. So we're going to see some of the remnants of that, especially during World War II, where there was a heightened awareness of attack on the coast. Another part of the military installation, this was the generator / power for the lighthouse up there. And the trail still goes back that way, so we're not quite at the end yet. And we're here at the end of the trail, and we are rewarded with this nice view of the coastline in this area. A little bit of the bluffs right there with the waves crashing in there. Really nice. That's it, folks. End of the trail. Interesting, informative sign here. Kind of giving you an idea of how it was back then when Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo first landed here. Where we're at, we are actually right there. Not too bad yet, folks. We're still heading up. You can kind of see the folks back there and then the trail. Almost there, guys. We're near the top. Fairly short hike, but the elevation makes it a little difficult. Actually, not too bad. Tito said about 362 feet elevation change from where we started to the end of the trail. Okay, back on the paved trail. Headed back up. This, folks, is the actual light of the lighthouse. This is what they lit up so that the ships could see it. I guess at one point this thing was not enclosed, and this was actually where the lighthouse keepers and stuff maintained it. Interesting mechanism there for the lighthouse. Yeah, that's an interesting little museum, folks. Pretty small, but very informative, mainly on how the lighthouse works. Okay, just departing the Lighthouse Museum. Give you a nice shot of these other trails here, folks. Look at that. Again, this is on the ocean side. And folks, as I mentioned earlier, we are on the ocean side right now. And just to give you a little perspective, that body of water way out there on the horizon, that's the Bayside. And right now, folks, we just got out of the trail and we're heading towards this section over here, which just happens to be where the monument is. This is the monument dedicated to Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo and his landing over here in San Diego Bay. Hey folks, so over here on the monument side, as you can see, it's a really nice day, but a bit windy. We're here on a weekday, and even on a weekday it's a little bit crowded, so plan accordingly. Hey folks, here's another view of the Bayside Trail. That's the trail that we walked on. So we're here on this side. We did this trail right here. And then you can see views of the Naval Air Station right here. The famous Hotel del Coronado right there. And on this side is the ocean side. So part of what brought the Spanish over here was the lure of gold. The New World, as they called it, had a lot of gold and artifacts. So the museum shows how life was like back then when Juan Cabrillo first discovered. It's a nice depiction of cross depiction of the ships that they sailed in, and a model of the ship. Check it out. Looks like we caught some seals sunbathing back down there. Okay, back on the trail, folks. Once again, beautiful ocean view. A little bit of a steep decline here, folks. Headed down towards the tide pools. And it looks like this is one of the higher tide pools over here. That's where we came up from. They're very steep steps and very uneven. That's it for the tide pools, folks. One more thing to note, coming up straight ahead, that right there is the new lighthouse, which is in full operation. Well, folks, that wraps it up for the Cabrillo National Monument and the walks that we did over there. We actually did quite a bit. We did the Bayside Trail, and then we also walked towards the tide pools. And we did the National Monument Visitor Center. Of course, that was only part of it. There's a lot more trails over there. So when you guys go, feel free to explore everything. It's probably going to take you the whole day to go visit everything. So plan on that, especially if you do both the Bayside Trail and the tide pools. All right, folks, this is Marcel. Mila's behind the camera. We're TFNG, that's Travel, Food, and Gadgets. This wraps it up. Again, if you like our video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you'll be aware of the future videos that we do. That's it for now, folks. We'll see you later.